All of these to describe their Charleston: vim, vigour and wonderful. OK, I ran out with the words, beginning with V. It's Helen and Aljaz. Helen and Aljaz. I had a little yelp then.
Hello.
That was so cute. Yeah. Hello, you gorgeous twosome.
Hello.
Well done. Did the Tower Ballroom live up to all expectation, Helen?
Oh, it was amazing. It was such an incredible space to be able to perform in.
Look at us.
Yes,
Oh,
I
it felt
know.
really theatrical, and also with
Yeah.
the theme of our dance as well. It sort of felt right for the sense of occasion and for the hall that it was in as well.
I know. We've all been going around all day singing, anything goes.
Anything
I hear that
goes.
song one
Hear that
more time.
ever again. It was such a... I just thought it was like a festival of delights. There were so many things in there. I think anybody who ever wanted to be a dancer when they were little will have watched that just going, I want to do that. Tap dancing, upside down splits.
Tap dancing.
Whose idea was it to put those in? Look at that. Amazing.
That looks dangerous.
It's not that flattering. The tap bits, it was just something that happened naturally, and there was a tap break in the song anyway, so it felt natural to do a bit of that.
And I do have to say that it came more naturally to you than it came to me.
Aljaz swore that he'd never do tap on Strictly, and I made him.
It's so funny because you're a dancer. You must be able to do anything, but no, tap dancing is tricky.
You know what? It is tricky because it's such a specific technique to it. You know, you need to have your feet really loose in order to do the correct tap. And, you know, in ballroom and Latin dancing, it's all about, you know, keeping your feet in control. So you'll never really have a loose feet in, you know, in Latin or ballroom. So, yeah.
Hey, new talents for you as well, Aljaz. This is great. And at one point, you were dancing on the stage with 27 Helens.
Is that how many? 27?
Was that like a dream, or was it a little bit scary?
It was an absolute dream. I mean, in that massive ballroom, yeah, that was the perfect place to put in 26 Helens next to beautiful Helen.
It was so scary. I found it really weird. If I'd have seen it, I think it would have put me off the dance. It was behind me.
But they were
so I
all
didn't have to
perfectly in
go.
sync, though, so it was great.
They weren't they? Good.
Yeah,
You had them
great.
trained
I
so
know.
brilliantly. And, of course, it was a true spectacle, and we all actually loved it. But then Craig did say, of course, he had to ruin it by saying he wanted it to be less controlled. And Len said he wanted more in-hold. What do you say to those things, Aljaz?
You know what? Less control, it's a little bit difficult for me as a teacher, you know. You want to go into rehearsals and perfect every single move. You spend so much time to make everything look clean. And side-by-side choreography, especially in Charleston, I think that's one of the hardest things to do, because you need to match two people. One of them is professional, and, you know, you need to try and make it look exactly the same standing next to each other. And our Charleston was all that. So for Helen to be able to go from beginning to the end in the side-by-side, looking the way she did, Craig's comment was more of a compliment. You know,
Right.
It was too clean. Yeah, so, you know, I can't tell Helen, you know, on the Thursday, you know, now all you've learned, we're going to roughen that up and, you know, make mistakes. So I'm happy.
Yeah, geez, well, he's a happy boy. We're all happy. That's great. But, of course, after sort of comments like that, on the Sunday results show, we did see that you were a little bit upset, Helen, and I'm not surprised. Here we go.
Goodness.
I really wanted them to enjoy the dance in the way that I was hoping that they would. I can't dance any harder or do anything else.
Come here, come here.
Go on.
Only give you another hug. The thing is, though, I think everybody... I mean, I really do sympathise with that, because I went through that, and you're trying so hard, and you're working all these hours, and it's not what you do normally.
Yeah.
So when you do this incredible performance, plus everyone's shattered, there's so far to go,
Yeah.
it's not surprising that you get emotional.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm not a pretty crier.
Don't be embarrassed.
But I think, yes, it's such a... People don't realise the studio days when we start working on the Saturday. We start so early and we do the dance so many times. And by the end, I just didn't have the energy to sprint up the stairs at the end. And I had a slight trip, which Bruno obviously picked up on, fair dues. But, yeah, I was just tired. I was really tired, a bit teary and embarrassed that I did this on national TV. But I think it shows at this point in the competition how hard you're working and how it starts to get to you. You know, and you get annoyed for the smallest of things, and you just care because you want to do your partner proud above anything. You want them to do well in the competition because it's their, you know...
You do that.
And
you
he
do
is
that
so
every
proud of
single
you.
week.
He
Every
is.
single week.
You are just incredible, both of you. And also, you always say every week that you're worried about being in the dance-off.
I was really worried this
week. I know, you were sort of down the bottom end of the judges' leaderboard, but you've never really been there before. Were you terrified?
Well, yes, I was terrified, but I think the positive that I took from it was, although, yes, I was down the bottom end of the leaderboard, but we got the same score, 34, as we have done for some of the dances which have been the judges' favourites. Yeah. So in a way, it was still a positive, and it just goes to show, because there were, you know, lots of higher marks and stuff, so of course that's only natural that will happen. I was very nervous. I'd convinced myself that I was going to be in the dance-off, and I think everybody thought that we might be in the dance-off.
No, not everybody, no.
You weren't, and you saved, hurrah, and you are here, and the public love you. And now it's Viennese Waltz. Can you tell me in 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds, Aljaz. How good is it going to be?
Well, I'm going to need 1 second. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah!
No, it's a ballroom dance. Yeah. It's, you know, I love Austria, so I love Viennese Waltz. You know, I'm a massive fan of Viennese Waltz. It's not that hard when it gets to steps. It's a natural turn, a reverse turn, flecko. I love it.
We can't wait to see the flecko.
So, you know, I love it. I can't wait to do it.
Incredible. And keep the faith, Helen. You're brilliant. Helen and Aljaz. That's it for tonight. Big thank you to all my guests. Tune in tomorrow. Anita and Gleck, plus Strictly's director of choreography, Jason Gilkerson's here, and Vicky Gill with all the frocks. See you tomorrow. Good night.